Chris Brown's engineer Teezio explains how he uses autotune on his vocals.
Working with Chris, the way he records is autotune is always printed on his vocal on the way in. It's not actually on the actual tracks. The microphone goes to the preamp goes to the compressor goes to the input of the interface, and that input of the interface goes to an auxiliary first in Pro Tools. That auxiliary has autotune on it. The output of that auxiliary goes to a record track. So by the time the audio leaves the auxiliary, the autotune is printed on the vocal directly. The way we figure out what speed it wants to be is I start him at 10, and if he tells me he wants more or less, I'll give him more or less. The autotune with Chris is not necessarily to improve his singing because he has the capability to sing perfectly in pitch. Most records have autotune, even if it's very little. And part of that is because there's this electric flair that it gives the vocal that doesn't happen when the vocal's just raw and natural.